you a big fan of giant beetles and giant tanks? I've got good news for you. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Ronald and it's January, and that means more one-page rules. And this month I am super excited. I have loved playing Human Defense Force using the models that came from Astra Militarum. I think that's where they came from. I'll link them down in the description. The ones that I've been using, but OPR has been releasing some really awesome Human Defense Force models, as well as some pretty fantastic Wood Elves as well. And I am particularly excited about this release in January. So this is what OPR is going to be releasing in January. You see this right here. This is their shot of Wood Elves, the Guardians, and Human Defense Snipers, but there is so much more. So let's get into it. Very first thing that they are releasing is this giant monstrosity. This is a vampiric undead flesh crafter known as the Butcher Titan. It is huge model, like absolutely gigantic, supposed to stand towering all over all of the minis that you've got. Just for reference, like these right here are people up on top of him, and he crazy big. So if you play Vampiric Undead, remember this, that was the OPR models that were coming out when I first got into one-page rules. Super, super cool model for you to be using. So this is like your giant, one of your giant Titan things that they offer to you. And this is if you are tier 2. So you got to be not just a rules-only patron at $5. You got to be the $10 a month level. But come on, look at this thing. It is massive and awesome. Then they have here with the Wood Elves, starting out with the Army Standard Bearer. So looks really, really cool. This guy is the model that will, help inspire your troops, give you like an aura around. I love this like wood that they have up here. This cool like crafted stuff that they've got going on here. I think the pose is actually really, really good, and I'm looking forward to printing this off. And don't forget friends, there is a tactical rock so that he can stand just a little bit taller and see what's going on. Now, this right here are the Glade Guardians. So these are the bow-wielding people of the Wood Elf army. There were the Rangers, like the Scouts that they had. These are just your normal, plain old troops that they have. And so really looking forward to this one coming out and being around. Like, this is just a cool group. And when I think of Wood Elves, like, I really liked the Halberds, Glade Guardians that I printed up, but this is what I think of when I think of Wood Elves, is all of the arrows. And look at the detail on those bows right there. That's what I'm looking forward to printing up and seeing how it translates on the tabletop. And for me, I love a command group. So we have the sergeant down here, we have the standard bearer, and then the musician. Just perfect. Chef's kiss. Love these models. Now, I have seen some people having thoughts on the Deer Riders, right? This is a unit that is apparently causing a little bit of controversy. Now, you'll notice that these deer are not, like old, 10-point bucks type things. These are spring deer with these like new antlers going on here, right there, like new ones like that. And I have seen people in the OPR Discord who have not been a big fan of the fact that these deer look like deer and not, the eldritch deer that could like impale you on their antlers. I personally really appreciate this, because I know pulling these things off of their supports is, if they had antlers that are all crazy up in there, it would be nuts. And then printing it could be cool. I don't know. This is a 3D printing hobby. If you play, OPR and you enjoying this stuff, you can 3D print your own antlers if you want. I am looking forward to what these guys look like once they are printed up. I think they're going to look really great. But also, let's not forget this giant sword that the Deer Rider leader is holding. Holy crap, like a double-edged or double-handed two-handed sword just when you're going through. Yes, please. This looks phenomenal. So I am actually really excited for this unit, and it looks like we have arrows, swords, and spears. So 3 weapon options. That's going to be really cool. Looking forward to that. And then the unit that I'm most looking forward to, the giant beetle. Oh my goodness. Huge, huge model. So like the one wood elf that they have up here. You can see just how big this is going to be. Big old centerpiece model. I'm really looking forward to this one. And there are actually 3 types that you can get with the giant beetle. There is this one with the 4 shooters on top. There is this one with, one big arrow on there that actually shoots some daily shots. And then there's a third kind that's not shown here that as a giant beetle that produces beetle swarms. Oh, that's going to be cool. All right, so this of January, this is the model that I'm really looking forward to printing off and seeing how it plays on the battlefield. That's going to be really cool. All right, then we get into the Human Defense Force, and this is going to be really great. This is the Forward Observer for the Human Defense Force, one of their hero units. This is the one that helps your units shoot better. So Human Defense Force mostly hitting on 5s, kind of rough. But if you combine this guy with the Psi Hacker, you can use his Forward Observer skill to let people hit 1, and then a different skill from the Psi Hacker that would let their units go from another +1 to hit. So you've got go from 5s to 4s to 3s. Think of a unit of 20 guys hitting on 3s. That could be really cool, especially if they have special weapons and all that kind of stuff on there as well. Forward Observer looks like a really neat model, standing on a tactical box. Not tactical rock, tactical box. Really cool there. Got the weapon option, the cool binoculars. Really looking forward to painting this guy up. That's going to be fun. Then we have our sniper leader, right? So this is the person in charge of the sniper. Again, love me a cape on some guys here. This is going to be really cool. And then the sniper unit. See all the different options that you have for snipers here. Some that are standing up on this, some that are leaning against rubble like this right here. I really like that. Then we have just kneeling, observing, and then just kind of walking here normally. So this is going to be a really cool unit to play. I'm hoping that, these snipers are good. My high elf snipers have never really done me a solid on the battlefield. But regardless, these guys look really cool. Then this is the field artillery set that they have. A couple different options for the field artillery. So instead of having like your tank that can move around, this is just one piece that you put back. And so really looking forward to seeing how this one might play, being a stationary piece on the battlefield and giving some indirect fire with the rockets that they have here. I just printed up the tanks that were the field artillery, the indirect fire ones. They looked really cool, so I'm hoping for this. Plus, don't forget, you have this cool robot that comes with them as well, so that's going to be really neat. And then the big heavy for the Human Defense Force in January is the Titan tank. This guy, HF heavy tank, this guy is bonkers. It's going to be really, really cool. It actually comes in these 2 pieces here that you see, going to print up really big. Then you have the side-mounted twin-linked, different guns that they have. These are the lasers. And then the Gatling gun on the front, a giant cannon here, and then another additional cannon right here. This model, I checked on it earlier, it's 900 points. I need you to realize in OPR just how big of a deal that is. A 900 point unit in the game of Grimdark Future is crazy town. Super heavy battle tank. Yep, that's the one. That is the one. Oh no, sorry. I was misspoken. I'm talking the wrong way. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. This is not the super heavy. It's just the plain heavy battle tank. Oh, my bad. Okay. Hey, I stand corrected. It's got a twin-linked battle cannon. So we got that right there. Twin-linked battle cannon. It can have the oppressor cannon and the auto cannon. Oh, okay. So that's what we see here. We see the oppressor cannon and the auto cannon together. Then replace the light Gatling gun, which I assume is this, with the pulverizer gun. And then you have the fusion array, which are here, with heavy machine gun array, and you can have on top of it like a stubber, a heavy machine gun. Okay, that makes sense. So there must be waiting on a Titan for that, because they released the giant, the tactical Titan for the Human Defense Force. This is just the plain old heavy battle tank. All right, I am corrected. So that's going to be really fun. Okay, that is a tough 15 instead of a tough. What the heck is the? Oh, tough 24. Holy cow! Goodness gracious. Okay, that's going to be real fun. Really going to print that guy up. See how big it is compared to all my other Human Defense Force people. And then we have the stuff that they are doing for Age of Fantasy Quest. You get the Lust Demon Sorcerer. I still want to check out the Age of Fantasy Quest. What they have right now, the Heart of Rot campaign, looks super cool. I just haven't played it yet. I want to. I need to get in there. She's got, this is your Demon of Change. So she's a lizard lady, little snake lady going on here. And she just helps with her magic and stuff. That's going to be really cool. And then in the same vein, the Star Quest, Grimdark Future Star Quest, they get the Dwarf Guild's Sentinel, right? So this character right here has these two guns that he's just holding like this. Looks super cool. It says he's very stoic. So that's going to be really cool. Looking forward to him. And then I just printed off the urban platforms. So, and to go with that is urban scatter terrain. So that'll be fun. Some scatter terrain just kind of throw around the battlefield. And to add to what you got going on, could potentially add these on little trays. I think I might to, have some spots, but maybe print up a couple of those. And then the desert terrain is going to be coming as well, but they don't have any pictures of that, the desert terrain for that. So, hey, this looks like a really, really cool release. I would love to know what you are looking forward to in the January release of One Page Rules. If you got something that looks really cool to you, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear it. And also, just to be linked to this January news, I'm going to put that down in the comments as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying this channel, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, let other people know about what's going on so that I can let you know what's going on with One Page Rules. We'll see you next time.